Ashley Orr sent this in from Milton Keynes. Says, the Bunce, Carl Frampton against Willie Big Bang Casey. Of course, this is an all-Irish fight, but these guys are in Belfast and Limerick, respectively, but I think it might well would sell fantastically in Belfast, Dublin. I tell you what, that'd sell anywhere. Frampton and Willie Big Bang Casey would sell anywhere, and I know one man that will know about it. If there is a man, it's time to look now, in fact, at the Irish, and I'm going to go to our guide, a man that's in charge at boxing-ireland.com. It's the only website, my preferred website for all things Irish. Big Leonard Gunning. Leonard, are you there?
Yes, Bunce, how you doing?
Yeah, sorry for giving away. Leonard, you hear someone, Ashley Orr's come up with Carl Frampton, Willie Big Bang Casey. That's not bad, is it?
The Pete should be all action, but I see Frampton taking that one. He's a bit too classy and maybe a bit strong. Yeah, a bit strong. Let's go through the rest of the Irish fighters. Let's have a look. What about Andy Lee? And he's going to be fighting in New York, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to be fighting Madison Square Garden. Bill. It's going to have like 10 Irish fighters on it, potentially. Eamon O'Kane, Patrick Hyland, and some of the Irish-American guys, Monaghan and O'Connor. But Lee hasn't got an opponent. They offered the fight to Martin Murray.
Yep.
I think Hatton's turned that down. They've got something else lined up.
Yep.
And also, they've also offered it to Darren Barker. Now, Barker says they haven't. Lee's people are saying that they have, so we'll see how it goes. But
well,
he's really got an eye on getting into that #1 position for the WBC and getting a crack at GFA.
Eddie Hearn said last week that they had offered it to Darren Barker. He obviously hasn't told Darren Barker, and he sort of
that's it.
The way he sort of shrugged it off was maybe the money wasn't right. I mean, that's a great fight, but it's a good fight, I suppose. But it's one of those.
They've got a bit of previous because they used to be at the same amateur club when Andy was a kid.
That's right. Andy was at both at Repton.
They liked each other.
You don't think they liked each other?
I'm not 100% sure they did. I know. But,
Well, I tell you what, that's quite interesting. That could very well be the case. What about? No, in fact, we mentioned Willie Big Bang there. What's Willie up to? Because I mean, it was Rigondeaux was whenever it was January or Feb. What's he up to?
Well, he did have a comeback fight. He signed for Gary Hyde.
Okay.
He brought all the Cubans over to Ireland. That guy from Cork.
Yeah, I know.
And he had a fight in Belfast, which he came through. It was a really good performance. But he's literally just split with Gary Hyde last week.
Okay.
And it's kind of up in the air. Now he's potentially fighting on a new promotional company in Belfast called Emerald Promotions. And they're going to be bringing through a lot of the younger guys, Ray Ginley, Anthony Kakache, who's turning pro. A lot of young guys turning pro from the Glen gym. He's going to be with them potentially, but it's not confirmed, that one.
Now, Big Macklin, of course, lots of people claim Macklin. He's got those great Irish roots, and genuine Irish roots. That's he's not one of those guys.
Don't worry, we're claiming him.
Oh no, listen, and up in Birmingham they claim him too. Now he's got this fight against Martinez. I'm not sure if it's the world title fight anymore because Martinez has told the WBC to shove their belt where the sun doesn't shine, Leonard.
Ed Wright telling all that's about is money grab and sanctioning fees. But I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in is the lineal championship.
Yes.
That's what Martinez has. That's what fans are interested in. They're not even interested in belts anymore. Who knows who's got what belt, making up diamond or whatever.
And who cares?
Who cares? It's the lineal championship, and that's what Martinez has, and that's what Macklin's after. That's what he went to America to get, and it looks like he's going to get a pop at it, and fair play to him.
Now, as you say, fair play to him. Now, what about the Irish kids switching sports, Leonard? I know you're versatile. Going out to this final qualifier in Istanbul for the Olympics. Any strong fighters there that you expected to be through already?
Well, Paddy Barnes isn't through yet.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Paddy Barnes is obviously one of our big hopes. I was up to speak to Frampton in the Midland gym, and Frampton's gym and Paddy Barnes' gym are sort of interchangeable, depending on which day they'll all go for the one side, and both of them are best mates.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Paddy Barnes, I had a quick word with him, and he's very casual, and he's nonplussed about it. He's just ready to get over there, Istanbul, and take it down. Now, two guys that are true, O'Neill's true and Michael Conlon's true, but there's still a lot of guys that haven't booked their place. Now, there's going to be a box-off. The Irish senior box-off will probably determine a lot of guys who's going to go to Istanbul, and one of the main ones that everyone's going to be looking at is Egan. Is dropping back down from light heavyweight.
He's coming back down from cruiser. Ooh.
He's going after Joe Ward again.
That's big. That's big.
Mark threw a spanner in the works. Egan getting 10 in a row Irish senior title, 11 in a row Irish senior titles, and now we.
Leonard, listen. You keep dropping out, mate. I think we've lost you again. We've lost Leonard Gunning there. Now that's we'll try. We might try and get him back. Meanwhile, I'm going to just quickly go back to Leonard Gunning of boxing-ireland.com. Leonard, how are you? Just quickly.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's not your fault. So Joe Ward and what's his face? He's going to end up having a box off to decide who goes to Istanbul.
Right, yeah.
Who feels the light heavyweight slot. Just finally, we mentioned Carl Frampton at the top of the show. He's boxing in London in a couple of weeks' time. Is there still a bit of a buzz surrounding Carl Frampton that there was a year ago?
I think there's more buzz.
Great.
I think he's cemented himself with the boxing community now. He's a massive underground fan. He's got a massive underground following.
Brilliant.
Not just in Belfast. And I think that was everyone sort of saw that when he fought on the McCluskey-Prescott undercard.
Yeah.
And he sold out a massive section.
Brilliant.
And it was great to see it as well. And a lot of his fans stayed on to support McCluskey and vice versa. And people were worried that maybe that wouldn't happen, but it did happen. It was great. It's great news. So hopefully Carl can go on and do big things.
Well, I'm going to get Carl on this show. He won't appear on my other show, obviously, because it's against their policy, but he will appear on this show. Leonard Gunning, boxing-ireland.com. Thanks very much for your time. A couple more of these.